since we're in here, we're gonna let you guys hear this thing. Hi brother, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go do another video. I'm gonna go work on the truck today. What you think? I think it's a good idea. What is up guys, and welcome back to another video. So if you can't tell, today we're gonna be going back over to my grandpa's house. We're gonna be working on the 58 F100, trying to get the, actually I'm gonna try to get the front end off of it today. Ugh. But first things first guys, what we're gonna do is I gotta go by the shop and pick up a toolbox and some tools, because over there's really nothing to work with. So I gotta get some stuff, so I'm gonna go by the shop and pick up some tools, and then we'll pick you guys up from there. All right guys, we are up at the shop. This is a place where dreams come true. Oh yeah, speaking of the truck in the background. All right guys, if you're new to my channel, this is actually my dad's truck. It is a 73 C10 square body. The first year they made this square body in this body style. He's had this truck for, God, probably longer than I've been alive. Actually, I know longer than I've been alive. Him and his dad used to actually do brickwork out of this truck many years ago. It used to be a brick mason truck, and you can't tell it now, but yeah, this thing is super sweet, super clean. Maybe one day the 58 will look something like this. It'd be many, probably years to come, but yeah, we'll show you over this truck a little bit. We'll do a little walk around, but anyways, we got some 20-inch Riddler wheels. The truck's a little dirty right now, if you can't tell. Look at that. That tire's too dirty. We got 20 by, I think it's 20 by 8s in the front, or 20 by 9, 20 by 10 in the back. Got the deep dish style wheels going on. Kind of looks like an FR500. But yeah, suits the truck really good. And of course, no door handles. It's all shaved, every bit of it. We'll get to the back here in a second, show you some other stuff. But yeah, even in here, you know, everything's done up pretty good, pretty nice. He's actually gonna redo the interior in it because the seat's kind of getting a little soft in the bottom here, and also the stitching and stuff is kind of coming loose in some spots. Nothing serious, but he's gonna get it all redone, change the colors up a little bit. But yeah, definitely super nice on the inside as well, even though he is gonna redo it. Right there, if you guys can't tell, it has a fast fuel injection system, and I'll show you that in just a second. But we'll go around here to the back. Back, everything's actually all Frenched in, super clean. You know, just like I say, this isn't a truck you use for any kind of truck purposes. It's just a, you know, old show truck kind of deal. But yeah guys, everything Frenched in. Got the flame tail lights. You can tell that was more of a 2005 style, early 2000s, because the truck's been done since 2005. That was actually the last time it was painted. I think it was back in 2005. So it's been painted for 16 years, and paint holds up really good. But you know, when it doesn't see a lot of sunlight, and yeah, it doesn't drive it too often, but every once in a while, pretty good. But let's show you guys the meat and potatoes here up under the hood. Oh yeah guys, look at that. Big block 454. This thing makes around 530, 550 crank horsepower. Like I said, it's an aluminum head, roller cam, a big cam at that, and also fuel injected. Like I said, it has the fast fuel injection system on it. Really nice, really clean kit. Super, you know, just looks really good. Then we come over here, we got the vintage AC and heat on it, an MSD ignition, and you know, fuel pressure regulator and stuff. Everything is like really well done on this truck. It's super clean. Maybe one day guys, maybe one day the 58 will look like this, but it's a long way from this right here. Since we're in here, we're gonna let you guys hear this thing. Wicked, man. Sounds really good, and it runs just as good as it sounds. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that little walk around of my dad's truck there. Like I say, that thing is absolutely immaculate, and one day I really hope to have the F100 somewhat close to that. But what I'm gonna do now guys is take and get my toolbox cleaned out. It's got a bunch of trash in it, just stuff that doesn't need to be in there, like old RC cars and stuff that I gotta fix. Yeah, I got a few RC cars and junk that's just sitting in there, just taking up space. So yeah, let's get that cleaned out and we'll pick up the video here in just a minute. All right, boys, I'm gonna try to load this toolbox by myself. It's not a big toolbox, it's not really heavy, but it's awkward. So you guys get to watch me struggle. Enjoy. Luckily, all that gym time helps out. Was that cringy? I'll leave it in there. All right, guys, so now let me get my seatbelt on because I always get daggum tickets for it. Seatbelt tickets are stupid. Anyway, so we're on my way to my grandpa's house right now, and actually I'm probably gonna go to Harbor Freight first because I need a few tools, nothing serious, just something to get the job done. And also, guys, if you could do me a favor and just drop a like on this video and also leave a comment down below if you'd like. It really helps out the videos, it really helps out with the YouTube algorithms and getting my videos out there. Anything to help to get the videos out there, guys, it just really helps me out, it helps the channel out. Like I said, you guys are awesome. Got a really good little fan base going and much appreciated. But also, guys, I know these videos aren't as popular on my channel. They're slowly growing in, you know, in views and stuff. But I just ask, guys, whenever you see the thumbnail and it's my truck or something project, you know, just give it a view. I try really hard to make them good, and I think they're good. And I really think this 58 F100 project is really gonna take off here soon. But yeah, guys, so I'm gonna stop here, give me some food, because I am freaking starving, and probably go to Harbor Freight, and I'll pick the video up once we get to my grandpa's house. We'll see you in a minute. Let's go in here and see what the old man's up to. So today's a new day. We're actually starting on the truck Sunday. Yesterday, that last clip you guys seen where I was walking into the shop, I actually got busy helping Dad on his race car, and yeah, just totally lost track of time, and yeah, didn't end up filming anything for the truck yesterday, but we're gonna get started on it and see what we can get done to it. Ah yeah, look at the old girl finally in the shop. She's definitely got a long way to go, but with a lot of TLC and time and lots of money, we'll get her fixed up. So the goal for today, guys, is actually to take and try to, hang on, there's some dirt and junk on the lens here. All right, that's better. So today's goal, guys, is actually to take and try to get the front end off of the truck. I was gonna just try to get the truck running and driving first. I know I said that in the last video on the build on what I wanted to do and the goals for it for this year. But actually what I wanna try to do is get the front end off of it and go ahead and get it prepped for the Crown Vic swap for the front suspension. I know a lot of you guys probably already know what I'm talking about. These old trucks right here are pretty famous for taking and doing a Crown Vic front swap on them, taking the front suspension out under this, which is a stock solid axle. It's not an axle, but it's a stock solid beam suspension. Because like I say, it is 2-wheel drive, it's not 4-wheel drive, so it's technically not an axle. So yeah, what I'm gonna try to do is get the front end off of it and get it prepped and try to get as much off of it as I can. So yeah, I'm gonna start prepping for that. I'm gonna try to get everything off of the front that I can, all the body pretty much, the bumper, the fenders, hood, and the inner fender liners and stuff like that. Try to get all that apart and then go from there. Definitely gotta get it on some jack stands though. And God, dude, we really need to clean this shop up. Like, there's so much junk in here that can just go away. I hate working in a messy shop, but like I say, this isn't my shop. Probably end up asking my grandpa if I can just throw all this stuff away and get rid of it, because I like working in a clean shop, and this is cluttered. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna set you up on a time lapse and try to get some of this stuff done, and yeah, we'll pick you up here in just a minute. gonna get this big old thing off here by myself. Whew. I reckon we're just gonna have to muscle it. This hood has to weigh 60 pounds. It's so awkward. Oh yeah, we got it. Alright guys, I'm really hoping that was the heaviest part I had to take off, because that was it's not that it was super heavy, it was just really awkward. And it's so wide, like, it's wider than I can open my arms. Anyways guys, I figured I'd take a little break from the time lapse, show you what we got out so far. I mean, nothing serious, we just got the radiator and all that stuff out, and the hood is off, and that opens up so much room. It's one thing I really like about these old trucks and old school cars, man. They give you so much room to work. I mean, there's nothing you really can't get to with a ratchet and an extension. All right guys, I'm gonna keep on trucking away at this, see if I can't get it tore down just a little bit farther. And also guys, just wanted to show you the tools I'm using for this disassembly here. It's nothing crazy, just some really cheap stuff that just gets the job done. But as you can see here guys, I got this little just roll around cart, old Matco roll around cart that I had sitting around, and like I say, just basic standard deep well, short well sockets, and some ratchets here. You know, got your little air ratchet, 3/8 air ratchet, stubby 3/8 air ratchet, impact for all the heavy duty needs, just your basic screwdrivers, wrenches, and pliers guys. And that's really about it. And of course you gotta have some hammers. But yeah guys, pretty much all these tools are either Gear Wrench, Pittsburgh, and Harbor Freight Pittsburgh tools, they work fine guys. I've had plenty of Pittsburgh tools that have held up just as good as Snap-on stuff, and just as good as Mac and all your big name brands, and they're a third of the cost. Like I say guys, if you're using a tool for what the tool's made for, if you're not using a wrench and doubling up on wrenches and trying to break a bolt loose, I mean, they work fine. But yeah guys, let's keep this tear down going, see if we can't get it down to the bare bones of the front end. All right guys, so let's see what we got off of the old truck here. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. There's a lot more rust than I thought there was gonna be. Well, not a lot more rust than I thought there was gonna be, but the bolts just not coming out like I figured they would. But of course I knew it was an old truck, and the bolts are definitely gonna be rusty just from sitting outside and being in the weather and all that stuff like that. But yeah, let's show you what we got off. So I ended up taking this door off just because I have enough room over here to get it off. The other side is kind of close, so I just left that door on, but I got both front fenders off. I got the front, everything on the front off. Got the grill, headlight assembly and all that stuff off. I hadn't took the bumper off yet, just left it on there so I could stand on it and kind of work around. I got this side off, the fender, and it took a good little while to get all this stuff off guys. I didn't time lapse it, I just waited until I got done to get this stuff off because it was taking forever and I couldn't have a 20-minute time lapse just going. So yeah, but you know, you got some stuff off, got plenty of room to work now. What I really want to do next is take and get all these inner fender liners out and the front radiator support and everything right here. Then after all that stuff's off, we'll start working on the engine, getting that stuff, the engine out and the transmission out, getting it ready and prepped for the Crown Vic front suspension. And I don't know which engine I'm gonna go with yet, but I am gonna be taking I think this is a 272 Y block, taking it out, probably going something that is fuel injected. And I know what you're thinking guys, you got 95 Mustang that's carbureted that you took the fuel injection off, and you got a 58 Ford truck that you wanna put fuel injection back on. I know, I'm weird. But this thing right here, guys, I just want it to be reliable. I just want it to be something I can hop in, just crank up and just go. And my Mustang's really not like that. It's just not very good on gas. Even if it was EFI, I'm sure it probably wouldn't be good on gas anyway. But I'm gonna try and build this thing, you know, just something with a small cam, sounds good, but gets decent gas mileage, and I can take and cruise wherever I wanna go with it. But if you would like to help me out, guys, be sure to drop a comment down below and mention what kind of engine you think I should put in the truck. I'll be going through the comments, reading them, and seeing what you guys think. And if I can afford it, I'll absolutely try to do one of what y'all pick. So if you guys could help me out with that, I'd really appreciate that. And I know that that is a long ways away. I mean, I still got a ton of work to do on this thing before I even really get it close to where I want it. There's so much cleaning up, sanding, painting, primering, getting rust cleaned off. There's just tons and tons of work. But this will be the first build that I've ever done with a classic style car. I started on one when I was younger. I had a 72 Chevelle, and my dad bought it. Well, actually no, I bought it from a guy in Pickens, South Carolina. But yeah, I bought it from him and I started tinkering with it, and then the Fast and Furious stuff started coming out in movies, and I got big into tuner stuff. Went down that road for a little while. Then I came back to my roots, the American muscle stuff, Mustangs, Camaros, Corvettes, stuff like that. But that is gonna do it for today's video, guys. I really appreciate all you guys who have made it this far and continued watching the video. I really enjoyed making this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. But until next time, that's gonna do it for me and the old truck here. We'll see you later.